like mage hand or prestidigitation or light or something that just signals that your rings work?
Yeah, so I approach, I'm gonna kind of face my palm towards him with my ring hand, and my hand starts to glow, casting the light cantrip with like a purple academy purple. My hand starts to glow, and all the rings start to glow an even deeper shade.
Kat smiles, holds her hand out, and says, "I'm Kat," and shows her rings.
My name's Sebastian Crow, and I will show you an illusion. And I wave my hand around, and a little minor illusion of like dancing purple orbs float above my hand, and then I take it away.
And your friend?
My name's Rudy Whitaker, Sheriff Rudy Whitaker, and listen, I can do magic too, and I kind of brush off any dirt or dust or anything that's around using prestidigitation, and then I go, ooh, yeah, magic too.
Well, welcome to the Enigma Ziggurat then. You said you had business with the director. No one has business with the director, so it's up to you to arrange a meeting with him. I mean, I don't know what he told you or where you're supposed to meet him, but if you want to, through that door is the atrium, which goes through to the Great Hall. That way will take you to the workshops. The workshops are a restricted area. You won't be able to bring your friend there. That's where we're doing all the foundries and the forges. If you just need a place to stay, the dormitories are up this way. Then there's a Great Hall, and just remember that if you come to the stair that leads down to the depths are a restricted area. You don't use those chambers. Go down there at your own risk. Most everyone that goes down there usually dies. So,
do you know where the director usually can be found?
His office is somewhere in the depths.
Oh. Naturally.
Normally, if the directors need to meet with someone, they usually do so in the endless corridor, the Great Hall. The director's not going to meet you there?
Raph?
No.
Oh.
I'm not surprised. The director hasn't met with anyone in months.
He is very busy. We do not like to bother him, but this is of the utmost importance, and I do remember coming here with River and Eldrick. We will find our way.
You know River and Eldrick?
Yes, River is my sister, and Eldrick is one of my former teachers.
Oh, they're here all the time. I'm sure they usually are here a couple times a week, so if you're meeting with them, if you're working with them, I'll let them know that you came.
Yes, yeah. Yes, thank you. And what's your name again? Hello, Mage.
I'm Master Wizard Simon Doohan.
Well, Simon, good work today. Keep on doing what you do.
I have to admit, I've had this position for a couple of months now, and this is the first time there was ever an intruder. It was terrifying. I am so sorry. I'm just glad that you weren't actually trying to kill me.
No, if we were trying to kill you, you would probably be dead, and that would be horrible for everybody. So we're all happy that we weren't trying to kill you.
Well, again, just some feedback. Maybe you change your protocol, ask the questions first, then put them in my prison or wherever you sent me, and then you can decide if it's actually someone trying to kill you.
I mean, I was just following protocol.
going to take a lot of work in order to change protocols in these places, but we can put a request in the request box. I know Paradox Castle had a request box. You put requests into it and watch them go in and immediately disintegrate. It was very disheartening.
Huh.
Yeah, probably won't do that.
Well,
very well. Welcome to the Enigma Ziggurat.
thank you. Wrath, should we try the atrium first? Should we try the Great Hall, just to see if he's there?
We may, however, Rudy's not permitted. She
Well-
will have to wait in the lobby, unless we head to the depths, in which case
We're all gonna die?
we might die. I believe the same chance that we might die is the same chance that Rudy will be disintegrated upon arriving at the Enigma Ziggurat, which we have proven is
52.
52.
And look, Rudy's still here. She wasn't disintegrated. So you want to go straight for the depths?
Yes, we have a board meeting.
Yeah, I just, did your father say he would be in his office?
He did not want to be disturbed, and I knew how important the rod is. So I sort of pressed the matter. He was hesitant, however, he agreed as long as we can show up. We are doing a great disservice to him, so I do not wish to waste his time.
So the assumption is that yes, he's in his office and he hasn't left.
Yes, he works many long hours.
Well then, into the depths that nobody ever returns from, but that the director also keeps his office in. Sounds like a treat.
I'm also very interested in cat stories, and there may be more secrets in the depths that have not been found by other cat members. I have not been here in many years, and I've learned so much.
I mean, I gotta give him credit. If I was the director of the Amethyst Academy, I would put my office in the depths too. It's the perfect way to never be disturbed by nosy wizards. She looks at Sebastian.
You mean
She
like
means
you,
She
who
means you.
organized this whole meeting and is interrupting the director and has forced us into it at the threat of Rudy's children, is what you're trying to say. So let's go. And I start walking towards whatever hallway leads to the depths.
You head through you head up the stairs, out of the teleportation chamber, down through a set of great arched doors that lead into, that as you open the doors up, you almost feel like this feeling of vertigo, even as you step through the door from one room to another. As if somehow what was on the other side of the door shifted into place just as you were hoping to get there. And the room before you is a hallway that as you open the door up into the hall, it stretches to the left and to the right, then kind of zigzags awkwardly off around, and various other doorways come off the
Det kommer til å bli sol der i dag, med temperaturer mellom 10 og minus 1 grad.
What?
For øyeblikket er det 1 grad og sol.
Through the hallways themselves, with shield guardians protecting them. They are carrying with them several boxes and on a wheeled cart, and the box itself appears to have a lot of delirium in it.
up a staircase and winding up on the bottom floor. I remember one time I fell through a pit in the floor and ended up on the roof. So, I don't know, it gives me the same vibes. It's sort of the academy thing, it seems, to just have angular hallways and weird, nonsensical forming passages.
Well, this was designed by the Orion III. Is he in a academy?
He was a sorcerer king. That was well before the academy.
Yeah, maybe he really is like the true inspiration behind the nonsense this academy architecture. First.
Well, Wrath, this is, I guess you know the most about the layout of this place, don't you?
Yeah, I already have no idea where we are, and I'm gonna take a moment and try to. This is what I want to do. I want to try to sort of guide myself to my father. So I'm gonna sort of try to feel the disappointment that he feels for me. And I'm gonna try to subtly hone in on that.
Okay.
That feeling of annoyance that he has. I'm gonna try to like sense where it's the strongest and try to pick what door.
You feel the overpowering gravity of parental disappointment pulling you.
It's strong. This one.
And tapping into that feeling, you lead the group along the hallways to through another set of doors that open up into a bizarre tin chamber.
Oh, did the aura of vitality actually work?
Yeah, if you want to heal up a little bit, absolutely you can.
How does that work?
Just assume that you healed the damage, but use the spell. Okay. So, it opens up into a strange chamber indeed. Okay. Opening the doors into a rectangular room that is lined all along with staircases. As you step into this chamber, you look up and you look down. And it's not clear where the stairs begin and where the stairs end. They stretch all the way up and all the way down. And as you look up, these stairs rotate and shift and lock into the different landings, moving into different positions as you go along. Rotating around and moving and relocking, and all through the room, all along the walls are various clocks of different types of construction, and some of them are floating through the space. Sometimes the grandfather clocks get hit by the staircases and smash, and the pieces of the clocks just are floating in defiance of gravity through the chamber. And after a little while, after getting smashed, the clocks reform back together. And whether they're going forwards or backwards seems to vary based on whether they've been hit by a staircase or not.
Well, Wrath, lead on.
I confidently walk forward I feel like the only way to do it is to move forward, and I'm probably gonna overlap a bit and do some backtracking, but I'm constantly gonna try to put in this mode of like I'm going to confront my father. I'm trying to harness this feeling of like I'm gonna go and confront him. Be like, look, I found you.
Okay. The feeling pulls you inexorably down along the sets of stairs.
This way. And I started heading down the stairs.
Okay. Once in a while, the stairs shift and change, and you have to stop to get to the next landing or wait for them to rotate or what have you. And a few times, as you head down the stairs, you pass by other academy who seem to know exactly where they're going. They move up because as you go to different landings, there's other doorways that lead off of the tower into different rooms and chambers. People are coming, people are going, and as you head down the stairs, there's a fair amount of activity. It seems like it's a regularly used stairwell, perhaps like it is the master stairwell that is used to get across the various levels of the Enigma Ziggurat. Then you come to a place where the stairs rotate, but they never connect to the lower level, the lower landing. They stop. No, the stairs will rotate across the landings, but never go down to the landings that are maybe only 30 feet below. And as you kind of spend that moment waiting for the stairs to shift and change, an academy mage, a wizened-looking half-giant, says, "That's down to the depths. Don't go that way. It's dangerous." With death?
Is Wrath is your
No,
father?
alabaster.
Alabaster.
Nice knowing you.
Thanks.
You too.
Brad, it sounds like your father is synonymous with death. Is that true? Is that what we're doing?
He has not killed me. What I mean to say is, my father is a mysterious man. I do not know much about him. He has always been busy and distracted from our time together. His work is his life, and that is his focus. And he is determined. And
What is his work exactly?
he is a craftsman, some might say.
Who's my dad?
What is your dad do? Sebastian.
My dad's the blacksmith. I think he made Wilhelm his armor.
He did. He is a craftsman. He
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah. So, you know, I know a few tricks of crafting and trade, so maybe me and your dad will get along.
Somehow, I doubt that, Sebastian.
That might be a bit of a stretch.
I've never met a director before, and in my brief encounter with them, they all seemed super pleasant.
Each of the academy directors is a specialist in one of the 8 schools of magic. I believe, in the case of your father, he is well known as a transmuter, which would be fitting considering he is known as a craftsman.
Kat, do you know who the Academy directors are?
I only know what I've been able to piece together from scraps. It's taken a long time for me to put it all together. I have a rough sense of who they are, and know which ones are responsible for most of the Academy strongholds, but I have to admit, I've only been able to, even in all my research, I've only been able to really figure out the exact location of the more well-known Academy strongholds anyways. There's a few that just totally elude me. And my business is secrets.
Yes, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe